welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs in Fuego. We're documenting the journey of incredible entrepreneurs, disruptive entrepreneurs. You're my new best friend, man. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Kim Grennan, ARVRUS.
Yes.
Platform Content Creator.
Yes.
It's a mouthful. What is it?
So ARVRUS is basically a distribution and analytics platform for VR and 360-degree content.
VR, virtual reality.
Virtual reality,
okay,
yes.
All right,
yes,
okay.
Exactly. So what we're doing is providing tools for content creators, because right now it's a really chaotic industry where for content creators, they have to basically distribute to iOS devices and the app stores. So Android, iOS, you have laptops, you have PCs, you have social you have to deal with, YouTube, you have Facebook, and a bunch of other virtual reality platforms, basically. And every time you want to distribute that, it's a very specific skill set and takes a lot of time and resources in order to create a VR, a virtual reality enabled experience for all of these things. So I like to think of it, I've been using this analogy lately, imagine that you are a pizza delivery guy and you have 10 pizzas that you need to deliver pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. So imagine you roll up to your first house and there's no front door. So you have to kind of climb in through the side window in order to deliver it. Now you get the job done, but it's kind of a pain and it's complex and you're getting dirty.
And it's breaking and entering, but that's a different
that's a whole
story.
other
Right,
that's a whole other story.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So then you do that for the 9 other houses that you need to do.
Right.
So imagine if you had one place you could go and to walk right through that front door and distribute all your pizzas to every place from one location. And that's basically what ARVRUS is trying to do for virtual reality and 360-degree content across social, web, and mobile devices.
Is 360, no, let me back up a little bit. With virtual reality, you will need this.
Yes.
And we're going to get there in a second.
We are going to get there.
But with 360, you don't need any special equipment, and it's easier to understand. At least for me, it's easier to see.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
So you're giving me the 360 view through ARVRUS, and it's going to go to every platform that I have. Is that how I understand
Exactly. 360-degree video is kind of like the training wheels for virtual reality. So 360, and I'll show you an example here. That's basically a video or an image that you can interact with by just kind of spinning it around and see all angles in 360 degrees.
That's sweet.
Virtual reality.
Do you have 360? What's wrong with you? She's got like drones and things and everything else, but 360, is that where the technology is going right now? Is that where the future is?
Definitely.
360?
So what's really interesting about 360-degree content, especially for content creators, is now you're having to deal with images, or I guess shots, right? Instead of saying, this is my shot, right here, this is where it's gonna be, you have to understand and really plan for the entire room that you're taking a shot. So the creativity that goes along with producing and creating a truly 360-degree video is really mind-blowing. And on top of that, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so what's really, really cool about VR, virtual reality, is that you and I could be watching the same piece of content and experience completely different things. So I could be looking at a volcano over here, and you could be looking, to your left and down in a valley watching some sheep kind of herd around in the valley, and behind us could be some pack mules with a bunch of our stuff. So every single time I experience virtual reality and watch that piece of content, it's completely unique. So I can watch it 10, 20, 30 times and have a completely different experience.
That's tight. That's
exactly.
out of control. Now, before we get to the fun stuff, how do you get involved into this thing? What happens here?
Yeah.
How do you come up with this thing?
So this was actually the brainchild of my co-founder and CEO. His name is Ilan Kalelo, and he lives in Albuquerque, actually, and he was a 360-degree VR content producer himself, and it was basically created, ARVRUS was created out of his initial pain points as a content creator. He had these pain points with distribution, and to create a VR-enabled app, it would take him $20,000 to $30,000, roughly about 3 months to create for one of his clients. So we're creating all these tools where you can do that same thing in just a few seconds and with a fraction amount of the money.
What do I need, and this is a dumb question, do I need a special equipment to film the 360 thing? I mean, what?
You do, yeah.
Okay.
So there are.
So I cannot do it with my iPhone right now and just.
Not yet, but hopefully one day.
Okay, that's where the technology is going.
Right.
that it would enable me with my iPhone or my Samsung, if it doesn't catch on fire, that I could, I'm saying,
Yep.
that I could just kind of maybe film the room. And so, okay, so now you're freeing up the creativity of people to think spatially
Right.
rather
in a
than,
whole other dimension.
right, rather than
360.
single dimensionally.
Right. Exactly.
That is completely out of control. All right, let's have fun.
All right.
Let's
So I'm going to show you a little bit for those of you
Yeah,
who've
all right.
never seen a piece of
no.
spherical content.
Spherical content.
All right.
That's
yes.
the new thing. Spherical content. I'm
Yep.
gonna start repeating that all week now. Spherical content.
Yeah.
Blah blah. Okay. Good.
Okay, so this is ARVRUS, and this is
Right.
the website. We just started accepting beta users last week, and we've already had about 100 people sign up as beta testers.
All right. You'll have 1,000 by the end of this week.
All right, that's the game.
We're gonna send. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is where you'd come, and you would basically log in here
Yeah.
to get onto the platform.
See, all the audience, they want to check it out, but they can't. You're gonna have to watch the video.
Yep. So this is the platform itself.
Right.
So imagine these are all the videos that I've uploaded, and you have all these different buttons that you can do a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
this is really distribution. So you can distribute it to YouTube, Facebook, publish it to the iOS App Store, Android App Store, create your own web player where you can download, share it with anyone, a bunch of different cool
Yeah.
tools that are coming. And what's really unique about what we're doing is analytics. So we're able to provide you, so if you, let's say you publish your video to everywhere, YouTube, Facebook, all these different app stores, and basically it's out to everyone. You're able to, across all these different channels, have a really unique understanding of what people are actually viewing within your virtual reality worlds. Are people looking at you? Are people looking at this rose up here? Are people looking at a Nike symbol?
Got it.
Have a better understanding of what people are actually doing, how they're experiencing this content, and what's the best way to optimize this content for the most amount of views.
All right.
So, and then on top of that, you can completely brand this video for, let's say you're a VR content producer. Maybe you have a studio and you have a bunch of clients. Maybe your client.
Kind of bring it back a little bit here. All right. So I know that there's all sorts of things that you can do. Now let's play. Let's
Sure.
go. Boom.
We're going to show you an
Yes.
example of
Oh.
this is kind of what it's like to experience. You can click and drag around, and this is
Wow.
just the 360 degrees, right? Now VR is much more interactive. Now imagine,
But that's crazy. I mean,
experience a
you
concert.
experience the whole environment, the whole room.
Right.
That is out of control.
Or even kind of action sports as well.
Right.
Experience, your best friend who had a really great ride out in the desert the other day.
All right. Let's experience. I'm going to open up.
All right, perfect. I'm going to close this down.
All right.
And I want you to open that and
All
get
right.
that ready. And I'm going to have you
Perfect.
actually experience a virtual reality piece of content.
Right.
So you
Do
strap
I
that
take
on.
my glasses off?
Yes. So actually, hold on. Before you strap that on,
Yes.
I'm going to have to put this into this portal right here.
All right.
And what you're going to be watching is,
You're going to put the iPhone here.
yep.
Oh my God.
So
Yes.
let's get this ready to roll. So you can see, I'll let you guys see here too as well. I can control kind of what I'm looking at.
Right.
And I can click on specific things. Actually, I need to go this way, so it's kind of hard to show you guys. Based on, if I look at something for 2 seconds, then it clicks on it. So you're going to be able to experience that in here.
Oh my God. Yes.
All right.
All right.
So while that's loading,
Okay.
and I'll just kind of give you
And so
a
this
heads up.
this equipment right here is becoming, I would imagine, less and less expensive.
Absolutely. Yep. You
okay.
have devices as cheap as $15. That's Google Cardboard.
Wow.
Hold on 1 second. Let me drop this in for you.
All right.
I think that should be good to go.
Okay. And so I just put this on.
Put this on over your head,
All
and
right.
then it might be a little funky because you do have glasses. So let me know if you see double images.
God, no, man.
Yep. So what he's watching is actually a 19-year-old kayaker in Iceland
he's
go
right
over
there.
some waterfalls.
That is out of control. I'm telling you right now. And then now I'm traveling. There's a bridge right in front of me. I'm kind of going over the bridge. Now I'm in the kayak right now, and I'm going through these rapids, right? And I can see there's a kayak now who's behind me.
And if you look over here, you can probably see the waterfall. Which way? There's a waterfall that's...
Oh my God, yes. Look at this. This is unreal. This is just out of control. This is phenomenal. This is the future, right? I mean, this is what... Now, this, from a commercial point of view, how does a business benefit from this?
So, in a number of ways. So, one of the most interesting components is, think about just when you're posting a video, let's say you're a brand or a studio, the whole objective is to get eyeballs. You want as many views as possible.
Right.
So, in one way, it's you can watch that same piece of content 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. So think about getting 30 times the amount of views and experiencing it completely unique ways.
Every time that you go in there is different.
It's completely
different. It's not the same video that you watch. It's different every time.
Right. So think of
incredible.
30x the brand awareness, where I'm seeing that Coca-Cola ad, or I'm seeing items placed in there to just brand awareness, and also just ads within your video. Every time someone views your video, there's that advertising revenue coming in as well. So it's just really that exposure, the opportunity to 30 times your revenue from video content.
Your prediction, when is this going to be so widely commercialized and accepted that it will be something like you have to have, much like you have to have a Facebook page right now, or a Twitter account or whatever? When do you see that happening with this technology?
I think in 2 Christmases. So not this Christmas, but by the end of next Christmas, it's going to be pretty widely adopted. And come 2018, I think you're going to see a huge uptick in VR and virtual reality stuff. So it'll be really exciting. And we're providing those tools now to make sure we get in kind of at the ground level and get that adoption as the market starts to expand.
Entrepreneurs in Fuego 3D is going to be like the Sharknado in 3D. That we're going to have the Entrepreneurs in Fuego in 3D and eat you up and everything else alive.
Yeah.
Amazing, man.
Thank you.
You're gonna be my best friend for the next 2 Christmases.
Perfect. Awesome. Let's do it.
This is really wonderful. What an incredible experience. Unique. ARVRUS, King Grennan. We're out.